You know, in my life, I have met so many guys I don't even remember for the purpose of getting married. I'm not talking about dating. I haven't had boyfriends as such, but ever since from 22 years old to today, I met around 10 guys I must easily have met. I don't remember some of them. Some of them I didn't meet in person, some of them I talked to on the phone, some of them my father talked to them, and then things didn't go forward for whichever reason. I wasn't even aware of the person. But anyways, what Allah decides is best. But there was this guy, I'm going to talk about him. Let's call him Munir. Okay, let's call him Munir. I met Munir in the lockdown of last year, 2020. I was actually feeling very down at that time. I was not well and I was struggling with some issues of my own. And then my father came, like, I can't count the number of times my parents came. They tell me that, we have something to talk to you about. Whenever they will tell that, I know that it's about a proposal of wedding. So they showed me a picture. I said, why not? I will try. I have nothing to lose. That's exactly what I've always told myself. I don't know about you, but when it comes to proposals as such, normally I don't say no. I say I will try, I will meet the person. There is nothing to lose. If anything, I have wasted a day, not the end of the world. Or maybe I will make a friend. So that's the same attitude I took, and I embarked on a new, not a relationship, but a sort of friendship with that guy Munir. So Munir and I, we talk on the phone. It was during the lockdown, so we weren't able to meet, but we talk on the phone, and it seems like he doesn't. I wouldn't say reluctant, yeah, but he keeps telling me that he's shy. He's not used to talking to girls, but at the same time, he had a girlfriend. He was very much in love with her. She was a Hindu, and it seems like he never really got over her. Their parents forced them to separate, and yeah, it seems like he was really into that girl, and that girl still occupied a huge place in her heart. Of course, most people, you don't get over a breakup that easily, and it's okay if you had a past, if you love someone. It's not a crime. But then I believe that if you are embarking on a new relationship, you should sort out this issue and bury it forever. It should not be coming over and over again, and it should not be occupying a bigger place in your life than the person who is about to enter your life. Anyways, I wasn't really that important for him at that time. But what happened was that, yeah, we do talk. So I don't know. I still don't know how I couldn't have noticed. So what happened with Munir is that, he came in my life in a point where I was very weak, very fragile, very depressed, and I felt like, when I met him, it's as if how would I say, a lifeboat kind of. So he was like a lifeboat, and I kept talking to him. We were talking on WhatsApp for hours. I remember till midnight, and it seemed like he did seem to enjoy it. Honestly, that's the point that I don't understand. So what happens? Like, I keep. He doesn't seem too keen to call me or to meet or to make plans for the future. But his sister is very keen. His sister keeps texting me. He I don't know like what's going on, but my parents are also expecting to know what's going on. I take his side, and I tell them to just don't be in a hurry. Give him his time, and I honestly think that this is going to work out. So he has, again, this guy also has he has a great car, he has a job, a nice job, he has money, he has a good family, he has a big house. Like, I'm not talking from my perspective, but from parents' perspective, these are like big bonuses. Now what happens is that one day we are talking and we are joking, and I end up telling him that I love him. It wasn't like a confession, it was more like he told me that you must have already fallen in love with me by now. He was joking, and I also joke. I said, yeah, so what? I have the right. I'm not telling you to love me. What if I tell you I love you? Okay. Then he replies and he says that, thank you very much, I like you a lot, but and I want it to be stronger, whatever he said. I'm getting irritated just here talking it saying it again. But then what happens when he gives me that answer? I understand that he is going to be telling me that he needs time, he needs time, he needs time. The problem is not that he doesn't like me, but he neither tells me that he doesn't like me, or he it's a neither yes no or no. It's not it's neither. It's not yes, it's not no. I hate that. So he in his from his perspective, he wasn't doing anything wrong and he didn't reject me. But for me, it was a sign that, this guy is just a player. He's just very immature. He is not going to settle down, and I'm not going to be wasting any more time with him. No matter how much I was very attached to him, he was like a very close friend, because my grandmother had died during that time, and he was quite supportive, not very, very supportive, but quite supportive. And we would talk during the Ramadan, during the lockdown. Yeah, so I was very affected. I actually called him and told him that, I don't want to continue with you. And again, according to him, it's not, he doesn't understand. He thinks I'm probably in a hurry. But yeah, I don't mind saying, like, I want to settle down. I don't want to waste time just figuring out your emotions. It's okay to get to know someone for a period of time. I always say that I don't believe in dating. I still don't. But then at some point, you have to know whether it's a yes or a no, whether you want to go forward with that person, be engaged, or whatever you want to do. If you don't want to get engaged, get married, or you feel like you're not going to go forward. It should be quite simple. So yeah, I do feel very down afterwards when I break up with him. It's one of the most painful, if I may say, heartbreaks which I have had. And I take a lot of time. I cry a lot and I take a lot of time, but then I get over it. Alhamdulillah, I always do. I bounce back, and then yeah, that's the end of the story with that guy. If I ever remember something more important that I missed, I'm going to tell you.